Football's 4 burning questions in 45 seconds or less. What should Mason Mount do? Now, Mason Mount could stay at Chelsea for the final year of his contract and see how that goes, or he could join Manchester United this summer. There have been many twists and turns already, briefing, counter briefing, bids going in, bids being rejected. Will Man United walk away? Will Chelsea accept a lower fee? It's kind of hard to know at the current moment, but for Mason Mount, it's understandable why he may see a future at Manchester United. Chelsea, the contract negotiation with them has kind of stalled. The recent offer of only a 1-year extension isn't really a full commitment, and he may see the potential to play in the Champions League with Man United under Erik ten Hag in a role that is more favourable for his development. Clearly, he still has a connection to Chelsea, and it'd be a shame for that situation to end toxically, but at the same time, he's got to think about his best interest like a lot of players and may see the grass greener at Man United. Is the ban for Jose Mourinho long enough? 4-game ban for Jose by UEFA last week announced after his antics towards referee Anthony Taylor after the UEFA Europa League final. I feel like the ban maybe is a little bit less than you'd expect, especially when you couple his antics in the car park towards Anthony Taylor, his post-match remarks too, and then couple that with the disgraceful scenes we saw in the airport after the game where Anthony Taylor and his family were trying to go home, had to be shielded from attacks basically from Roma fans, and Mourinho's antics I'm sure would have increased the tension towards Anthony Taylor. Those fans are responsible for their actions, but Mourinho clearly played a part in the kind of targeting of Anthony Taylor after that game. It is very serious, and it's one of those situations where you do have to take up several sort of responsibilities here. It's not just solely on Jose Mourinho. I think the ban is probably a little bit less, but still is the right punishment given what happened after that final. Just a very sorry situation, but I'm not sure Mourinho is going to learn his lesson. Is İlkay Gundogan the best free transfer of this summer? I'm sure Barcelona fans and Barcelona themselves are saying yes right now. We have seen N'Golo Kante move to Saudi Arabia. I'm sure we'll see some big ones over this summer, but given the value and given the level of football Gundogan was playing at in his career, and given the experience and input he could have to Barcelona, who I'm sure will want to do a lot better in their Champions League group last year, this truly could be a sensational signing to go with a lot of glamorous business Barcelona have been doing over the past 12 months. He clearly is an influential player. He clearly is someone that can very much decide the biggest of occasions, and I'm sure that is what Barcelona are looking for when they signed İlkay Gundogan. So he could turn out to be one of the coups of this summer from Manchester City. Is the never-ending season hurting football quality? I would say 100% yes. It has kind of felt, and maybe you feel like this as well, that the season actually hasn't ended. We have moved from domestic football, the Premier League, the Champions League finishing, all of the finals getting done, now into these internationals, whether it's the Nations League semi-final and finals, and then of course the qualifying for next year's Euros. Now we have the under-21s European Championships going on, and literally next week a lot of pre-seasons will start with Premier League clubs and around Europe as well. It is kind of insane, and we're seeing now the fatigue on key players, and it really is the concern over a long period of time how this is going to impact player development, player health, and also the quality of the sport we see. Would it actually be better for a longer off season? And I think even though fans can get annoyed by the lack of football during these months, I think it is important that we have the players getting refreshed, because it feels like they are burdened so much now with the amount of football they have to play at the top level.